I think as a society, we worry too much about what other people think about us, how we're dressed, how many likes we got on Instagram, what we're going to do in a year's time. And if we take a view from above, we realise how trivial these things are. As humans, we're insignificant, we're all going to die, everyone we've ever known is going to die. So why do we live our lives according to what other people think about us? It's crazy. We might as well do the things we love and we want to do. And I don't mean go to the moon, I don't mean go to the International Satellite Station. I mean go to an isolated part of the country, climb a mountain, spend some time by yourself. All these things make you realise what really matters. You can rid yourself of many useless things among those that disturb you, for they lie entirely in your imagination, and you will then gain for yourself ample space by comprehending the whole universe in your mind and by contemplating the eternity of time. In human terms, there is no better view from above than the one an astronaut experiences from outer space. As they gaze wide-eyed from their unfathomable vantage point, they see our planet as a tiny, fragile ball, a pale blue dot. From an astronaut in that moment, all of Earth's division and conflict fades away. It's just a small, beautiful sphere hanging in the void. Although Marcus Aurelius had never been to space himself, he was a keen astronomer, and he looked at the stars and he looked at things way bigger than himself. For Marcus, that gave him a real perspective of what really matters. Although Marcus Aurelius is from a completely different time, taking a different perspective today has the same effect as it did 2,000 years ago. Looking at the stars, contemplating the moon, contemplating things way bigger than ourselves, makes us realise what really matters. Here is where Stoicism has an answer. Imagining the world from above would place us at a distance from the daily news cycle and alleviate our stress by helping us realise the most newsworthy events will soon be past. In the grand scheme of things, what does it matter what Kim Kardashian had for lunch, or how many likes you got on your last Instagram post? Marcus would probably ask of anyone who envies celebrities or influencers whether the glitz and glam of their lives have much significance on a universal scale. I think one of the reasons the mental health figures are so high in society is people's perception. And I think one of the reasons for this is the amount of time people spend on their phones. 18 to 25-year-olds spend on average 4 hours on their phones each day. And this completely distorts people's reality. Social media isn't real life, even though people seem to think it is. And I think if we can listen to the Stoics, and this technique in particular, if we can look from a place above, imagine ourselves looking at the earth spinning on its axis and realise how small we are and how short life is, we realise that the time we spend on things that don't matter, like people's opinions or how many likes we get on Instagram, we're just wasting our lives away. And we need to invest this time in things that are purposeful, like family and passions and philosophy. And this is what Marcus Aurelius said years ago. And he had some of the same he suffered the same problems that we suffer today. People's worrying about people's opinions, worrying about the shortness of life. But if we get our perspective right, our actions will follow.